collectors in disguise. Children of Primus, collectors in disguise. Children of Primus, collectors in disguise. Children of Primus. Children of Primus.
And we are and we are live.
And we are live.
Hello, pathetic flesh creatures. I am Megatron.
We're gonna have a battle tonight.
We are removing pins and taking apart bots.
Ooh, taking a
You are modifying my Devastator.
Oh, I'm putting on his new upgrade kit.
To make his legs longer, of course.
Megatron, I have a question to ask you.
Ask ahead.
Who created you and who created the Constructicons?
Well, that's a very difficult question.
The proper answer is yes.
Well, let's just start from the beginning. Primus created me. Then after he created me, I met Shockwave in an Energon bar. We had a few drinks. Then Shockwave proposed to me that we have total world domination of Cybertron.
Wait a second.
Then I created the Constructicons. Then the Constructicons became stupid and befriended Omega Supreme. Then I took them to an Energon bar, fed them some Energon goodies, and then they became evil and they betrayed Omega Supreme.
But,
Yes.
You know what? I've got to go back to a couple things
No,
you said
I was
there.
driving the pin out.
Because you said
Threw that on the floor.
you said
I
you
was driving
guys,
it on
like,
my
you
desk.
guys had like drinks and stuff. Was this like
Starscream
millions
proposed
of
to you
years
like a marriage
prior?
proposal?
Was this millions of years prior that that you were still legally allowed for you and the Constructicons to be having drinks?
I am not impacted for the correction. So,
What did I walk
figuratively
into?
speaking, Cybertronians are allowed to have an occasional drink.
And on that note, Frenzy Freestyle Sunday, welcome. Teletran 1 segment, and how is everyone doing?
I'm
We
enjoying
do not
the
endorse
start.
marriage proposals from Starscream.
Oh no, I do not need to get married.
I'm just enjoying having natural light around me. I'm sure eventually it'll cut out, but for now, sunlight. Remember, I'm in a glass enclosure these
Yeah,
days.
Hour
Get
or
out of the
two.
way, you imbecile. It's my time to talk. I
All right,
saw
go.
Scream have now taken over.
So it's a old-fashioned Welker Megatron and Steve Bloom Starscream in the same room together.
Well, obviously. Actually, I do not remember who my voice actor is, but this is War for Cybertron.
Oh, is it
Okay.
Scenario, I think? By the way, love those Blokey's wheels. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
So a little quirk that a guy at the store pointed out to me is that everybody except for Breakdown has IDW artwork. Breakdown has artwork from the G1 cartoon.
This is really interesting because IDW Comics hasn't had the license since like 2018, and between this and some of the leaks that I sent Spin that came out the last week, it seems like IDW is belatedly getting a bunch of merchandise.
Oh, come on with that. It's just it's still other designs. I mean, heck.
Lord Megatron, why have you decided to pull out a giant fusion cannon and aim it at my face? I feel like I am in danger.
Sam
Lord
Riegel, that's who
Megatron,
Nick
why
Starscream
do you
is.
have also Tarn right
Yeah,
beside
someone's
Oh,
you? Help me.
look like Run Amok's gonna be my first one.
There you go.
Hey, what does Tarn sound like? Who hasn't been in any? Oh wait, he was on Cyberworld, but I don't remember what he sounded like. Oh look, is that Tailgate? No, that's a Decepticon logo. Is that Run Amok?
Oh, Run Amok. So he had his brother in
Why does
Wave
he
1.
look like
So
he's from Transformers
this will be
ID
familiar.
2015?
I'm gonna see if there are any more of them.
All of these designs are from that continuity. Weirdly.
Okay, yeah, I'll be
Yeah,
getting the
Primus.
one that's I would already be familiar with out of the way first thing. The rest are new to this wave. So, all right, yay! Now I get to look at very little itsy bitsy directions. I mean,
Oh, how hard can they be?
I'm back now. I think I got back my camera now. I think it
this
works.
is.
I just got freed by him.
There you go.
Oh, there goes my thumb.
Oh my
There goes
gosh.
the little directions.
Oh wow, that is tiny.
See, there's a
Sedum, you have. I think I have created one of the most monstrous transformations of the face for face transformations because I have
Oh,
a
God.
blooper that's gonna play in the beginning and it's horrendously funny.
Oh, when face transformations go wrong, it's like botched plastic surgery, but for the digital age.
Well, no, the
That
face
is
transformation itself is perfectly fine, but I discovered something horrendously horrible and funny.
I was gonna say, if you did do me as Perceptor, since I sometimes look close, you could maybe start with like either Perceptor's like microscope mode and like the microscope part looking directly at the camera like my hand is right now, or my eye, and then change the one in the other, and then then show Perceptor backflipping or something into his robot mode, and then have Perceptor robot turn into me.
Well, no, I did the generic transformation I did, but what you just said now it most likely means that while I also do Fear Courage's one for this week, I'm also gonna improve this one after.
Yeah, obviously we're all gonna come up with little challenges, and me with the art teaching background, I was like, be afraid, be very afraid.
On top of that, Wendy's is best when it comes to late night food.
You know, Wendy's Twitter account is dangerous.
They
It's
started
still
in
unmatched.
Ohio.
Yeah, a good thing that came.
As
out
I
of
quickly
Ohio.
say here, Sam, do I have permission to post this video with your face in it?
Yes, that's fine.
Fair. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just like Wendy's a good thing that came out of Ohio.
And Joe Prime
American
1986,
Narnia.
hiding in the comments, saying, "What's up, fellas? What's up, Joe Prime? And thank you for hanging out with us once again."
Yeah, I don't know much about Ohio because I'm not super up on American states. I just know that for last year, the kids were using it as just a slang for something bad.
Ohio was considered the memes. Excuse me. Ohio has been considered the meme state apparently because of all
Yeah.
this crazy wacky stuff that's happened, especially with its train derailments.
I cannot speak to the
yeah,
accuracy
in
of that. I
Lebanon,
just
Ohio,
know what
yeah.
I merely report on what was said.
Yeah.
When people saw the toxic sludge that was in the river,
Yeah, it's Jesus. It's pretty crazy.
Wow.
I have a friend who's a photographer. She'd go like in the Himalayas and stuff like that, but she went there and she says this is the most craziest
people
four-letter
say it
word
was
that
like
starts
Mad
with an
Max.
S she's ever seen.
Wow.
For anybody who's seen Mad Max Fury Road, that's some of the definitions people were calling it.
And
Oh,
And
Also-
it made like the Flint, Michigan water look clean.
Oh wow.
which, I mean, you know, considering these trains are like driving through people's cities, towns, and stuff like all the time. So imagine, you know, that type of cargo that they're carrying.
And
To
considering
explain this-
American trains are not as developed as they are in Europe and Asia.
I'd like to
'Cause we-
explain this also, talking about like contaminated waters. I unfortunately live, no joke, like currently I'm scared kind of because for all we know,
Currently?
yes, currently. To
Currently.
explain this, in almost the next 2 years or even next summer, so I live next to TMI, aka 3 Mile Island. And to go off this, they are trying to turn that stupid thing back on for a AI data center, which is stupid.
Yeah,
in
sure.
and of
Turn the
itself.
thing on whose name is synonymous with disaster.
Exactly.
Yes, that's like trying to turn back on Chernobyl, which legitimately doesn't exist.
Nile Island.
I am
Sometimes
legitimately,
Chris hears me say things.
I am screwed if that thing decides to go off. One of these days, you're gonna just see my obituary appear up that I died in a vaporize.
So something I learned in the 9th grade of high school. So 97, 98. There is a fault line in Virginia. Guess what's built on it? A nuclear power plant.
Of course.
Oh God!
So that's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Fear.
Not to dox myself, I won't say exactly where I live because you're not supposed to do that on the internet. But apparently, we live really close to a nuclear power plant. So
Yeah, and we're
Well,
maybe
yours
about
might be
10
on the
minutes away
safer
from
side
that
from the
same
fact-
plant.
yeah, well, you live pretty close to
might
me,
be-
so same one.
So, for anybody who does not know what TMI fully is, TMI was the unfortunate accident where some systems ended up. To explain this, what happened inside the reactors, the valve inside that had all the coolant basically bursted, it broke, started leaking coolant everywhere, which was pretty much water or evaporated water. And slowly but surely, that started to cause a lot of internal system damages that the systems inside the control center could not physically to go off this. Everything inside
I'm
the
going to make a
control
little bit
center,
of noise, so I'm going to mute my mic for a minute.
yeah, inside the control center, the systems could not pick up that fact that bad things were happening inside the reactor. So all the buttons, everything were not flashing. It was underdeveloped technology, pretty much.
You sir, are very
Elena?
educated. Just
Well, I could be talking my butt off about stuff that I don't fully know, but from what I remember from the documentary, stuff like that was happening, and then sooner or later, the reactor legitimately started to melt down. Reactor number 2 started to melt down into itty bitty pieces,
that is
and
close to
half
what
of
happened.
the radioactive gases spread into my town. After the president coming here, checking off everything. This was after they finally figured out what stupid issues are happening. They sealed everything. Then
Besides the
after,
president?
I think 2 years, or whatever time it was during the 70s or 80s when it happened, they sealed up everything in reactor 2, destroyed whatever else, concreted everything, and since then reactor number 2 has been inactive. And reactor number 1 was later turned off or stopped working. It was not like stopped working, it was turned off pretty much late 2018 to 2019, and then lo and behold, 2025 or 2024 is announced that they're rebuilding the reactor again, and they are going to be doing AI crap now, which currently there's a big talk in my town that we're going to try and pull out some type of petition where we either get free electricity, because this is legitimately a death trap waiting, or we are going to just try and make sure that this thing gets
I
turned
like that
off.
that's the thing. Like, oh, if it's going to
Make
happen,
sure
you
the
might as well
AI
not pay
company
for
pays
electricity.
for their own bills. Because that's the thing that, oh yeah, you're in the U.S. as well. So like you know how like you get they'll somehow, you got these multi-billionaire companies, and then they have the common people have higher electric bills because of the AI companies. It's like they can pay for their own crap.
Mentioning this on top of that, currently I plan to create a petition this summer just to try and get it out. If I can, because I myself do not want to die, because there's a high valuing chance when they rebuild this, something could go horribly wrong. I myself want to just make sure that this thing never turns back on.
As
For a funny fact, the only bit of construction they've really started on this thing is just trying to go off this, right? Anybody who's seen a decommissioned a nuclear power plant, they destroyed the things that are on the bases of all those giant time capsule cones, basically. And all they've done on one of them is just get half of it rebuilt. There's no technical engineering at it. It's just a new layer of concrete added. They've done nothing else to it, and I've watched it be destroyed before. I saw a video of them dismantling the bit that was already left. So, like, pretty much they've done nothing besides add maybe, let's just say, maybe a 10 grand in concrete around a giant circumference of a cone, pretty much. So, yeah. Hopefully they stop it.
Hopefully.
Or this community around me decides to stop it because I don't want to die.
We get back to Transformers. Just, but you know, if next year in school you have like 4 new students named Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael, then. So Joe Prime in the comments says they're talking about putting a data center in my little town. I can see him using that with the cooling reserves, and it's you know, eventually we will get to the AI conversation stream. It will be all over the place, and we welcome those who support it and those who hate it, because really, if you're having a conversation, you want to have both sides and then just not make it one-sided and just get everyone's opinions. But that will be coming at some point. That will be coming. I know we have a whole bunch of news to cover for this segment.
Opening up number 2.
Just letting everyone know,
Mm-hmm.
the screws on the new Transformers that you have to take Alt to put the DNA upgrades on, they are not number 1s. They are not number 2s. They are some sort of a special hybrid in between the two.
Of course.
But if you take an old number 1, which is what I just did, that's why I said, hang on, I'm going to make some noise. You have to modify it. So if you take a number 1 Phillips head, which this is also a number 1 Phillips head. You see how pointy it is? If you take a number 1 Phillips head and you grind about 1 millimeter off the point, it fits these. Because a number 2 is too big and a number 1 is too small. So it's some Japanese screw that's in between the two.
Yeah, I wonder if they purposely did that just to, you know, come up with like some proprietary screwdriver and screws to prevent people from making their own modifications, which is kind of annoying if you're having to do modifications.
Well, especially since you have to remove these screws to put the DNA upgrades on.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's why I had such a rough time fixing my
iron
product,
fist.
because I was just using stock screwdrivers. It
And
worked
also-
eventually, but you remember what a journey that was.
Yes.
Also, for a funny fact, my sister just told me this. She also recently, most likely, saw the some of the crazy facts about what happened at TMI. For anybody who's seen The Simpsons and Homer is the nuclear power plant dude, you know how occasionally in one of those episodes all the lights will be blaring around, like blinking everywhere, because something is horribly wrong is going on? To go off this, during the time and moment that the issue was happening inside the reactor area, the coolant was leaking everywhere, there were like 50 other buttons blinking around, and apparently the button that was showing the issues was apparently covered by a sticky note.
Oh.
So that was a doomed issue in and of itself.
So if anybody wants to, before I do this other leg, I'll show you the difference. So this is the unmodified leg of long haul.
Interesting.
This is the modified leg of long haul.
So it moves the wheel down, adds some height.
Right.
I know one of them is.
You have to replace this panel. This is what you have to take the screws out of.
And now I know some DNA design kits actually do come with like the tools you need. Like
Oh yes,
there's
this
one-
is the handiest thing I've ever had.
Oh yeah,
This
it's a
just
pin
came
puncher.
with this kit. This is a pin pusher.
That's what I was thinking of, because I know if you had to do pin punching, they give you one.
Yep. That is
Yeah,
handy as
I
all
might
get
have
out,
to buy
because
one of those
this
then.
end, this end is used to punch it out, and then you flip it over and use that end, and that pushes it back in flush. It doesn't. It stops at the piece, so you don't push it too far the other direction.
Is there any chance that that could be universal to other figures?
It is universal to the other figures. The pins are all the same. They're just different lengths.
Then I might have to get my, as I mentioned again, I'm definitely getting all the Devastator upgrade kits just for the fact that I want to do Starscream's coronation scene and
Have
have
you
the
ordered them
trumpets.
yet?
Not yet.
Then
I'm
hey,
current.
you're not going to get them then.
I need to save up some money fast. I've been working tirelessly to just get money now.
The DNA upgrades are one of the fastest selling things there is.
Oh, interesting.
That's why I pre-order them. And there's 6 of them for Devastator.
Well, which ones specifically are? So 3 of them, if I'm correct, are the trumpets.
Yeah, you get 2 trumpets per. Or no, I'm sorry. There's 5 of them. There's 5 DNA upgrades because I've got 3, and I'm waiting for the last 2.
If anything, I'm specifically just gonna go for it. Now, granted, maybe either I don't know what all it would do, but for me personally, I would just go for the 3 that have the trumpets. That's the only reason why I'd get them, and plus upgrade whoever gets the parts.
You mean these?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But,
That right there
ask
screams
Magnus
my
a
stuff.
question
Look
before
at
I
the
forget.
feet. He's actually got feet.
That looks just kind of weird in my opinion. Sorry, not sorry, but like for me personally, I'm fine with whatever Hasbro makes. That for me, I don't know if I would put on.
Just crack it, leave it cracked or whatever. He'll decide what he's gonna do. Hey, Shinta.
Okay, I have the video now set. This is going to be very funny in my opinion.
Oh God.
So I'm going to show the
crazier than what
blooper
my niece
first.
and nephew do to me.
Well, let's go through some of the news first before we do
Before you
the
torture
videos.
me.
Oh gosh, I'm going to just say sorry again because it's just too funny, and I know people are going to laugh. Oh yes, Nautica. I'm excited for Nautica
Yeah.
specifically.
The XLA.
So
Oh,
a
it's
lot
just
of yeah. So our usual extremely reliable source gave us a lot of leaked listings, and so this is interesting. Studio Series is going to be doing a few things. First of all, we're coming up on one of the anniversary years for the 2007 movie, so it looks like a bunch of the early 2007 movie figures that they did way back at the beginning of Studio Series in like 2019 are getting redos. For example, Ratchet there is
Ironheart, Jazz.
yeah, but
I need to
also they are fully transitioning into doing figures from the comics. So some of these listings include a deluxe Nautica from IDW Comics on the left, and that's going to be in big demand because they only did one Nautica before, and it was in a big box set.
It's a
it's
nice
worth
looking
$200.
figure in person, but if you already have one of the other modes of the Titan Returns, Blur / Brainstorm
I got one
/
over here somewhere.
RC, it sort of gets lost in the
RC was a
shuffle.
very rare exclusive figure to get.
But it's a nice looking figure in person still.
Lucky
The
son of a.
Titans Returns one.
Yeah, so nobody can get this, which is
So
why
I'm
they
assuming
did
that
one.
means you then also have the highly demanded quick switch.
No, I don't remember the story behind me getting this, but somehow I managed to get it without the rest of the box set, just like a la carte. I think somebody just happened to be letting them go at the right time. She doesn't come with the wrench. I gave her that. That's from Ratchet.
Yeah, I knew that. That was Siege.
Yeah. So some of the other things they're listing there
Please,
is
Shock Clan, I want you in here for our voice off.
they're doing a Marvel Comics Fort Max. I mean, no, not an IDW Comics Fort Max at leader class scale, which is the one in the middle there. They're doing a leader class Marvel Soundwave, which means he's going to be purple instead of blue, and it's probably the Studio Series 86 one. They're doing an IDW Comics Drift, which is good because we haven't had one of those since like 2010. That was like Christ.
Generation Drift is
26
considered
years
one of
ago.
the most hardest but easiest figures to get, only because he is occasionally, he only occasionally becomes very obtainable. Only on eBay for some odd reason. I've seen him go for from $100 to $50 to $25 occasionally. Like it's an
Yeah.
off and on type of pricing for him.
Yeah. Well, they're doing a new one, and I was just
And
like,
Fort
this
Max
is
here is going to be big
this
since
is how
of
they
the
keep me
fact
on the
that the
hook.
only Fort Max we've ever gotten IDW related is Mastermind Creations, and I mean, he's pretty, in my opinion, because I've seen stop motions done, he's pretty well scaled to any of the other wreckers because he was considered a wrecker, technically a temporary member, especially
Yeah.
since he was with them on Garrus 9.
Yeah. Anyway, this is how they keep me on the hook because I'm a comics guy, and I was like, oh well, now I have to get into this. It's funny how conceptually Studio Series has drifted because first they were like, we make movie figures from the live action movies, and then they were like, we make figures from the live action movies and the '86 movie, and they're like, we make figures from video games as well because those are made by studios, and now they're just like, we're doing comics also.
The Studio Series, if anything, is going to
Skybound
become
a studio?
I think Studio Series in and of itself is going to become the main Transformers toy line specifically once Age of the Primes ends, most likely.
Well, that's funny you should say that because there's another leak about what's following Age of the Primes. It was another news item I sent.
Also, since we did talk about the Bayverse characters getting reissued, I cannot name off how many times I've seen all three of these characters specifically super expensive. I hope they do. So I owned for a while the original Studio Series Ratchet. One issue with him. His plastic is very brittle. I guess yellow plastic syndrome is something else that can, or lime yellow plastic syndrome can be a very big issue because my Ratchet's arms shattered after 5 years of having the figure.
Yeah.
So that was a bad thing.
Shaw's asking, do any of you heads know about Orthia? I'm like, yeah, that's
Yes.
the Elita 1 combiner. I know Mr. Magnus has got one kicking around there somewhere. He's busy right now, but I've seen it. It's real.
I have the
get her.
rare elusive
She's
gleam of green light.
Yeah. There we go. So this is
Look,
about what is following Age of the Primes. It's going to be called Age of Evolution. I'm just going to call that list up myself, but some of the figures that are going to be coming out in this line is they're going to be doing Generation 2 Megatron, hopefully his own tooling so he can look proper like in that photo there. Animated Lugnut, Leader Class Energon Scorponok. If you scroll down, there's more listings there in the text because they just copied them into the post.
There she is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's Orthia over on Mr. Magnus's screen. If you want to blow that up for a second.
There we go.
It's convenient
Yeah.
how it's very convenient how Fear Courage here has the super rare female combiner, that being of Victorion, and then Magnus here has Orthia.
Yeah.
You speak way too soon there, son.
Well, I know you have her in box. I know you have.
Yeah.
Oh, and also in the comments, James Coleman says, "Can't wait for the IDW Fortress Maximus version."
Yeah, well, I mean, then it's a Fortress Maximus people can afford that isn't a big Titan, so.
I'm gonna have to buy 2 of him specifically, unfortunately, because I'm going to tear him limb from limb and recreate his last Day of the Wreckers appearance where he's like in half.
Yeah. But anyway, you can see.
Here's
they're
the
doing-
inbox. Oh, great, he has 2. No, oh wait, no, that's the G2 Master I had, and then there's the other combiner.
Victorion.
Yes.
Yeah, I got one loose over there on my shelves. It's like, why get the
Sooner or later, I'll have
so-
Victorion in the future. She's if I had to go in compilation of like all the figures I want to attempt to get this summer, besides the trumpets and whatnot, I want to get the cone heads since I don't have them. Then I want to get Victorion specifically. She is Autobot combiner I seriously need since my combiners are heavily outnumbered by my Decepticons. I have like most of the heavy hitters, and if I were to do like, let's just say a Toy Wars for an instant, the Decepticons are going to overpower the Autobots in like 0 seconds. So like, I need to get some Autobot combiners, especially ones that have special powers, and well, Victorion, from what I know, her blade apparently can slice through anything pretty much. It's the hot knife of the Transformers community.
So
Now,
Yeah.
you
get
see,
some more news.
Combiner or Impactor, what you need to do is you need to talk real sweetly to certain people who pre-ordered early for their DNA design because ours came with extra horns
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
and they're purple.
That doesn't matter. I could easily color those in the gold.
Yeah, yeah, it's the easiest thing to do. Just spray paint them. Oh yeah, by the way, this here, I love that Transformers from Skybound continues to be great. I guess we can see that in issue number 34, Dr. Arkeville is going to show up because he's on the cover,
Oh my.
and he's choking out General Flag from GI Joe, who's a recurring character in the Transformers book. He runs Shadow Watch, which is this universe's token human organization, because there always has to be a different one each continuity for some reason. But yeah,
Magnus, I will do anything. You give me a challenge and I will do anything for those horns.
yeah. But funny thing about Doctor
Oh,
Arkeville, he hasn't actually done much since the Generation One cartoon, so this will be the first time he's been in something important in a long time.
Money grab, money
Yeah.
grab.
They continue to do these things.
Money
The
grab.
funniest, the only thing here that I think is interesting is the purple one is named Skullgrin, but it's spelled wrong. It's spelled with an O. It's Skullgrin. It's the Minnesota
Skull.
Vikings one. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, more football helmets. I saw a couple of these locally in my GameStop, and I was like,
yay. Sports ball. I don't think that's how you say football.
oh yeah, they're doing a whole Blokies wave that's just movie guys. So I'm just like, yes, please. I would like that hot rod. That's another set where like I looked at what was in there and I'm like, I wouldn't mind anybody from this set, you know. So I don't mind that it's blind boxed, right? It's like you get a Galvatron, you get a Cyclonus, you get a Wreck-Gar, you get a six shot. Yeah.
Quick question. Are we gonna talk on the news about our 3 newest A6 figures we're getting?
I believe that is in the hopper here because I sent this stuff to Spin today. Which, by the way, I pretty much have to send this last minute because you never know what's going to pop up on like a Saturday or like a Sunday morning.
This is true.
Wait a second. I heard a laugh.
Okay, hold off. Hold off. I know you guys are ready to run the races, but hold off. We still got one more news item to go through.
Just
I
one
hear
more.
a mischievous Megatron laugh in the background.
Yeah, I went in there.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
I like what we see here.
Yeah.
Blitzwing
The funny-
looks 10 times better. Cyclonus, hopefully no yellowing. The Cliff Jumper, that thing is... Shut up and take my money!
Yeah, it's funny because Cyclonus is the most interesting one here because, like I said, it was one of those that batch of figures that suffered from yellowing, so everybody wanted them to make a replacement that didn't. So this is the replacement, and people would have been fine with just like maybe spruce up the colors a bit, but no, they gave him like a new head, they gave him a new weapon, they gave him new legs to make him a bit taller. So they really put in the work here. Comparatively, Blitzwing is just a repaint of the Legacy one, and Cliff Jumper is just Bumblebee with a new head and gun, and that's it.
No, correction. So Cliff Jumper has remolded, so his legs are a little bit remolded, and he does have a spoiler on his back hood. Or the back of his
True.
trunk.
I've seen a lot of memes
I
going
like the
around
Cliff
for
Jumper.
the Cyclonus. One that was funny was the what is the name? No, I forgot the name of the movie, and it's Owen Wilson, and he's a model.
Zoolander?
That's it.
Zoolander.
Yeah, there was the
Yeah.
Zoolander memes where it's
Oh, yeah,
near
yeah.
the end of the movie where Stiller like does the final like blue steel look. And so it's like everyone's saying like this Cyclonus head sculpt is like the blue steel. Like everyone's been waiting decades for this Cyclonus.
Blue Steel. Holy crap. That was the only Zoolander reference. I love it.
There you go.
Oh, my
It's
apprentice.
because they gave him a new head sculpt, and everybody's like, they try and make him, look handsome Cyclonus.
I like it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love that head sculpt.
Hopefully.
That's the only
Nice!
reason I worry about it.
Megatron have returned!
Yeah, they claim they've solved that. So
They
hopefully,
claim.
yeah. I mean, we'll know in like a year or two, because it always takes time for these things to set in. But the party line from them is during the pandemic there was like a breakdown in like the supply chain, and they weren't able to test certain materials, so a bunch of figures got made with this particular plastic that yellowed really quickly. So that's why there was this batch of figures that just always turned yellow. Like,
Yeah. That's gonna be like one of those
Overlord
fine,
jet.
one of those fine prints. Where it's like we guarantee nothing will happen to this figure, but
Yeah.
a year or two from now, if it yellows, we're no longer responsible. That's on you.
Well, I
basically.
guess if anything, for those who didn't get both the Toy Deco Generation Selects with the Target Master and the Kingdom release, you can just say, okay, if you still got your Kingdom release, you can say that's your Armada, and you just leave that in vehicle mode and
Yeah.
have the new one be your Cyclonus.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty
you have
much
your
what most
Armada,
people are gonna do.
Armada and Cyclonus. So that's probably what I'll do.
I have a, because I
just
flipped
want
my
to start
Cyclonus. I have
Magnus.
a Firak instead. In fact, I just reviewed him on my blog.
Cruisers hiding in the comments says yay sports ball, and James Coleman says Studio Series 86 Cyclonus
Oh
has
my
a
God,
great
yellow is
upgrade,
ridiculous.
and his arms and legs have a Wills purple, which just like the movie and season 3, and Cliff Jumper is awesome.
Mm,
I agree with that cliff jumper.
I'm kind of annoyed that the cliff jumper. I like
Cliff
that it
Clumper.
has a proper bumper, but like the dark gray and the light gray reverse. If you look at an animation model,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be the
Oh
opposite.
my
So that
goodness,
sort
I
of
never
threw me
remembered.
off. I'm like, really?
So, for anybody who doesn't know, so I go to church quite frequently, and in my church, my mom is one of the major leaders in our kids group. We did kites actually for one of our days. So, out of fun and everything, I had the logo up. This is my attempt at the Children of Primus logo.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That is very cool.
Hmm.
Nice.
To go off this, I was working outside, so it wasn't exactly the best I could do, but I know I could do better.
I
Oh,
like
cool.
flying kites. I mean, that's cool. Like someone's gonna like look up in the sky and like there's the Children of Primus logo.
I'm gonna add the letters after on the other side. Yes, the thing I so badly need.
Now that I got
This
this
is
under, these actually are pivoted now. So when he's
Oh,
in truck mode, they're like that, and then they fold down when he's in robot mode. That was the upgrade.
That's
fact
dope.
the fact that that horn on him curves upwards makes me think it's a didgeridoo or something.
Well, they had to do something, but I don't know how a figure with a mask blows a horn anyway.
He did it
But-
in the movie
Or,
too.
why a robot has to breathe. But because Robinson Optimus Prime, whenever he's standing
Earthrise
idle,
Bone.
he starts going.
I'm just seeing what Theodore
Correct.
has here. It's the Earthrise Bumblebee, our Netflix exclusive.
Yeah, Netflix. Yes, my favorite mode's a Bumblebee because of this mode.
Oh,
I don't display him outside of this mode.
mentioning
It's
that
the first
mode
time there's a
specific-
licensed
wagon.
VW in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I
mentioning
love
that mode.
mode.
Pure Courage. You know you have the whatever hubcap figure, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Correct me that he does look almost like a Challenger. Would you agree? Like the front hood and everything.
Yeah, a bit. Like it's one of
I
those ones
saw
where
this in the wild. Ah, man, the glare is horrible.
oh, so you saw the Earthrise hubcap basically.
Yes, and I also saw this, which was exciting.
Hmm.
I saw Crosshairs out in the wild at the
Oh.
Greenwood show.
Did he even have black accents on him too?
Yeah, he has the black accents, except this thing is not coming through. So, Crosshairs and Hubcap were seen in the wild.
Cool. So that was 8:40 p.m. Teletran 1, and I know two of our members here have been itching to to battle each other for a moment.
Oh God.
So let's see. How are we gonna do this? We're gonna
Well,
have
Yeah.
Wind Charger with his explosive magnet.
I want to show off my quick little bot acquisition this week.
Oh yeah, yeah. Please do.
Series Thundercracker. Yeah, I love this guy.
Hey,
This guy is amazing. Best secret mode
Yeah, I
ever.
got.
yeah. So
Yeah,
do
I
you love
like
him
it
enough to
better
buy
than the
like
previous.
700 repaints?
Oh, man, listen, at least 701. But Wind Charger,
Mhm.
I have my gripes with him, but I like him overall aesthetically. But some of these joints are weird.
Mm.
These
It's
leg
about as
joints
much
are.
as Wind Charger deserves as a character.
Yeah, his ankle tilt is like more like his middle of his shin tilt.
Just like
I'll like,
A6
even though I like that figure, I will admit those that is a weird choice.
Well, I haven't gotten the figure yet, and people, I'm pretty sure I'm going to either, when I do my 86 movie stuff, I'm tempted to just erase him, or Wheeljack, or just switch it out with originally Smokescreen.
so
I'm very tempted to just go off of the original storyboards, just like Aristan did.
You know, I was looking at Wind Charger though, and if you look at Wind Charger's mold, if they shrunk him down just a little bit and changed the color scheme, he would make a great wheelie.
I could agree with that. That does sound actually pretty deep. Yeah, that actually could work. Though we really need to get Tailgate remolded sooner or later. That's the only other figure I think we really need to get a official
Oh.
figure on, and then all the mini bots. If they don't reissue Hubcap or Huffer, I mean, that might be a possible issue. But we have, if we get Tailgate sooner or later, we will have everybody together now.
Well, yeah, they did Wind Charger, so of course they're going to do Tailgate. It's just
You know,
they
Well,
plan,
yeah, but sooner or
Don't
they
later,
plan
leave
these
any
things
money
around
on
what
the
they can do
table.
for repaints, right?
I actually found this guy on the wild.
yeah, I
Oh.
actually got him too in the wild a long time ago when he was available
nice.
Oh, Huffer.
Yeah,
with the Cliff Jumper gun.
I have a little thing attached to him. I have a lot of the Bumblebee mold, so I had this attached to him.
Well,
It made him look
that's-
good.
I always love the deconstructible bazooka because there's so many parts you can give to other figures.
Hell yeah.
Especially with the sticks, the things, the two pieces that would go onto the sides of it to create the bazooka, also dual as Cliff Jumper's skis in the G1 show, which was something I recently discovered, which was pretty cool. Except it was with hubcap.
Now, Impactor, I'm gonna throw this to you. Did you get my email from earlier? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you have those ready?
The videos or the general meme I created set them.
Oh,
The
God.
videos. We'll get to the meme after.
I don't
Maybe.
know exactly.
Estelle is
current-
way too eager to torture me.
To go off this, they're still loading, which might be an issue.
Okay. Then you know
Now,
what? Then we're gonna freestyle it. So we've
Wait,
got
before we freestyle it, let's
Okay.
see what Sedum here looks like.
Oh,
Yeah. So
God.
let's see what Sedum looks like.
Oh, God.
Let's set what Sedum looks like.
I'm just waiting for this. This is gonna be too funny.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
That works.
Yeah, when I was doing
I'm
some
wearing a
things-
helmet. Maybe I wouldn't have gotten injured in my bike accident as bad as I did.
I was just testing around with it, and this is what I got up. But here's the real video.
Nice.
Yeah.
There will be a transformation after that because of the fact that with what Sedum here was talking about, his eye and whatnot, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
God.
All right. So now we got a Megatron to the
there it
right of
goes.
me and Megatron to the left of me. Gonna have fun with this. So let's see. Megatron to the right of me. Say a package showed up at your door, how would you greet them?
Wait, me or him? I can't tell the difference here.
That's true. Okay, you are on my right side on the screen, and T is on the left side. So Megatron on the right side of the screen. A package shows up to your door. How do you greet the delivery person?
Oh well, I blow his head off.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, and
I'm evil as I am usually.
other Megatron to the left of me. A package shows up to your door. How do you greet the delivery person?
Hello, miserable flesh creature. Come in. Oh, you have a package for me. Well, I hope you know if it is not Energon, you're going to die a miserable death.
I can eye on that too.
Starscream. Let's see. It is Energon. Well, flesh creature, you're lucky. You will live. Holy shit, it's after 12 o'clock. Die!
That version of Megatron's for Teletran too.
Yes, he is correct.
Let's see.
Awkward silence.
Megatron to the left of me, Megatron to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. It's all I can think
Well,
about.
perhaps to make a little bit difference, I shall obtain my
The original lyric.
for
Clowns to the left of me, clowns to the right.
Clowns to the left of me,
Megatron.
additional clowns to the right.
It's Megatron. He was comic relief. He was almost as bad as Wheelie.
Oh dear.
Hey, are you now saying that I, Starscream, am not comical relief?
No, you were just annoying.
How dare you call me annoying?
Well, holy shit. Wow, crap. That was interesting. My bad.
Wheeljack?
Hey, you're not perfect. And I need 2 crapping androids just to do that.
What am I doing?
Well, what else do we have for news for this week?
What are your opinions on the return of Dr. Arkeville?
Oh gosh.
Well, I don't understand why he is returning. I thought he died.
Not the last time I saw him.
Starscream did kill that impudent human. That's why I killed him. Decepticons rule.
No, obviously it didn't stick, because now he's dimension hopped into the world of the Skybound comics.
Yeah, there we go.
Where but you'll be happy to know he's apparently strangling G.I. Joes. So I mean, that has to be a part of your agenda.
The thing is, Arkeville was kind of dark in the when he
As
came
long
out
as he's strangling Joes, I, Cobra Commander, and prove. Cobra!
Ooh, imagine. I could imagine like Skybound's Cobra Commander, because he's so vicious compared to the original cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Oh,
I like that. I love that miniseries. I was like, he's like the Carnage of G.I. Joe, like Carnage from Spider-Man. I was like, damn.
You know, recently I was talking about Serpent OR, the last interpretation of Serpentor. I would love to see how Skybound handles Serpentor.
They have their ongoing Joe comic, which is actually very good. And I'm not like a big Joe fan usually, but it's really well written. They don't seem to be doing Serpentor yet, but obviously the door is open for them to do him eventually. Their version of Cobra Commander is really fun. They seem to have basically fused together the Marvel version and the animated Cobra Law version, and he's very theatrical, but he's not a big retreat kind of guy, but you can still hear the Chris Latta in his dialogue.
Now,
I
see,
like how they're doing him specifically. So I've been recently rewatching a bunch of the old G.I. Joe stuff. For me, I also see kind of stuff for anybody who was into any of the revamped versions of like G.I. Joe. I like the G.I. Joe Renegades show. For me, it
G.I.
captivated me
Joe
when I was
Extreme.
Cobra in that. Now he projected himself looking nice and healthy, but when you just see him in person, he's like so dark and gloomy. And he has, like, for me, that deep, screamy voice. Like I picture Cobra kind of sounding like that, but at the same time also sounding like Starscream. That's just like one of the things I picture.
Cobra sounding like Starscream is just like it's perfect. It has to be.
For actually a
You-
funny fact, anybody who watches like occasionally a lot of stop motion videos, one of these old YouTubers, this had to have been like
Damn.
10 years ago, stop motion. They used Cobra Commander lines in mix with G1 Starscream lines for their like Starscream figure that they were doing, like a stop motion battle of, which I thought was very smart.
It is. You get a whole range of different words that you wouldn't normally hear Starscream say just out of using Cobra's sample. That's actually intelligent. You know what? If I
I
was
see
to,
the wheels
if
are
I was
turning.
to actually use
Yeah.
another voice sample, I could use Cobra Commander's voice sample. Because there's one video that I put out there that I actually used a voice sample from Chris Latta, and I put in the little corner voice sample, the word, just actual voice clip.
Okay.
And actually, later on tonight, I think we're gonna show that video. But it's an interesting little thing how I did it, and that makes me want to reuse that concept in future ideas. Because later on, I actually use my Starscream voice to go with it, and it's hard to tell the difference.
Also, Chocolate, I love your videos. I binged like almost all of them. Everything you do is too funny and too perfect.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you, and I appreciate your impact. Speaking of which, yo, bro, that stop motion with Megatron, I'm waiting for part two, bro.
I'm gonna do the full thing, except it might be in better quality. That one was unfortunately a little rushed, in my opinion, on how I was doing it. It's going to be very funny.
Okay, there goes a jet.
It was still funny. It was awesome. I love it.
Also, mentioning Megatron as that figure, I have been doing some experiments with my Megatron here.
God.
For most people who know, Megatron
That
hasn't
poor
had the
Megatron,
best
he's seen things.
Megatron here, or in general Megatrons, haven't had the best time with maces, specifically because it's either going to be a floppy chain, piece of rubber, or going to be either clear plastic that could
Not
easily
gonna
break.
say it. Not gonna say it.
I need to quickly attach this here. So I've been experimenting. For anybody who remembers the old packaging for like most of the OG figures, like from like Revenge of the Fallen, like the big figures, they use that metal wiring to like hold the figures in, which could be sometimes very annoying to remove.
Very.
I got, well, Stratosphere, which is unfortunately still having leg issues. I took the original packaging wiring. Then I did some crazy stuff with the Gamer Edition Megatron mace, dismantled it. Then, after how many tests I had to do to make it work, I actually created, I think, one of the best weapons for my Megatron here specifically. Like, if I do any stop motions with this, which most likely I will, I just need to maybe color it. This right here, I think, is the very first ever do it at your home Megatron mace.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
that matches him pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that really does. I'm not even gonna hold you.
So to go off this, I just took the mace part off the stick from the Gamer Edition Megatron. And on top of that, now I'm going to put a piece of, not piece, I'm going to just take a paper clip and put in the middle of the chain links here because it is still not fully posable. I mean, I can if I wanted to get into maybe some dynamic poses, though it depends primarily on the fact if the figure is like, as you can see, it is holding its shape up, but it's like very, very floppy, flimsy, and difficult. But as I mentioned, the material all is just this basically. Just now bended into chains.
Very cool.
Gotta love the creativity.
Exactly. Now, you know,
Actually,
let's
let's take a look at this.
we're gonna wrap up our Teletran 1 segment.
That looks even kind of
Actually,
more cooler with the
closer.
fusion cannon.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Agreed.
very cool. Mm-hmm.
We will now initiate the Teletran 2 sequence.
So, Impactor, let everyone know where they can find you to find your stop motion animation.
You guys can find me at YouTube here and now officially Instagram. I have officially set up some stuff now that I will start sending videos over there occasionally now, just to have something laying around for the most part.
Nice.
So you might end up seeing random unfortunate failed stop motion tests, or you will see other crazier things. Now I have to have one final video be appearing here since there's 3 minutes. This
2
right
minutes.
here is my own like funny skit that I did with my Megatron and a pair of pants.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you guys are gonna remember this one.
Hey, Megatron, you suck.
All right.
I think I'd make a better leader than you. Oh, really? What do you have that I don't that makes you a better leader?
That, watch this. I'm more powerful than you.
I like that he changes into a Fresno Nightcrawler.
Pretty much. You just get a pair of pants now.
That's it. So,
Sooner or later, part 2 will come out where it's just an upper half or a shirt.
so on that note, we're gonna round up Teletran 1. So as we say to all of at the end of all of our streams,
Till all are one.
Till all are
Till
one.
all are one.
Oh,
I gotta turn some lights on.
We now return you to the Children of Primus.